Welcome back, treasure hunters, to U.S. Coinsworth Secrets, the channel where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, where forgotten pocket change reveals itself as hidden gold, and where we uncover the mysteries behind the most ultra-rare and shockingly valuable coins in America today. What you're about to see will shake your beliefs about the coins sitting in your drawer, in your wallet, or even lying unnoticed in your loose change jar. Because tonight, I'm going to reveal the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable U.S. dollar coins. Coins that are not just relics of history, but living treasures with values so staggering they can change your destiny overnight. And let me be clear, these are not fantasy numbers. These are not exaggerated fairy tales. These are the current market values that collectors are battling for in today's auction houses. Each one of these rare coins carries with it a story of America, a history etched in metal, and a demand that pushes their value higher and higher every single day. And remember, this channel brings you fresh, faithful, and trustful updates daily, so sit tight, buckle up, because what you're about to discover is no less than a hidden vault of riches waiting to be unlocked. Our journey begins with a coin that seems so ordinary at first glance, yet it holds within it the power of a treasure chest. The 2009 John Tyler presidential dollar with the P Mint mark. At first, you might dismiss it. After all, it's just a modern dollar coin from the presidential dollar series that started in 2007. But here lies the twist, the suspense, and the true magic of numismatics. Not every coin is created equal. And this particular John Tyler dollar, struck in Philadelphia in 2009, has become a legend among collectors. The presidential dollar series was introduced to honor every U.S. president in the order they served. John Tyler, the 10th president of the United States, was the first man to step into office without being elected after the untimely death of William Henry Harrison. This coin doesn't just carry his face, it carries a story of leadership, constitutional history, and the foundation of succession that still guides America today. That makes the John Tyler dollar more than just a piece of brass and copper. It's a piece of the nation's legacy. Now let's talk about its composition and background. This coin was minted with a golden-colored manganese brass, clad over a pure copper core, giving it that eye-catching golden shimmer. But when this coin hits circulation, time takes its toll, layers of dirt, years of handling, and the wear of countless exchanges transform it into a relic that carries its own unique patina. And that is exactly what we have here, a coin with a gray old look, layered with the dirt of history, and collectors go absolutely wild for such authentic circulation beauty. So what makes this particular John Tyler dollar so rare? The unique combination of condition, mint mark, and scarcity in surviving examples. While millions were struck, most ended up lost, heavily damaged, or discarded as unimportant. Only a few in fine, intact condition like this Philadelphia minted piece have emerged as collectors' treasures. The P Mint mark itself is highly desirable, representing the oldest and most iconic U.S. mint. And in the world of coin collecting, desirability drives demand, and demand creates skyrocketing value. Collectors know the truth. Coins like this don't just sit still in value. They climb, they grow. They transform into treasures that are battled for in high-stakes auctions. And right now, the current market value of this very coin in fine condition stands at an earth-shaking $76,800. Yes, you heard me right. $76,800 for a single dollar coin that might look, to the untrained eye, like a forgotten piece of pocket change. This isn't fiction. This isn't hype. This is the reality of today's rare coin market. Owning a John Tyler dollar like this is like holding a hidden fortune in your hand. It's not just money, it's a golden vault of history, a piece of America's presidential story, and a treasure that grows in value every single year. The market has spoken, and this coin is not just rare, it is legendary. Tips for collectors: if you are hunting presidential dollars, never overlook circulated pieces. Examine the wear, study the mint marks, and remember that condition combined with rarity creates fortune. The dirt, the gray tone, the lived-in character of a coin tells its story, and often, those are the coins collectors crave most. Store them well, authenticate them, and above all, never underestimate what looks like an ordinary dollar in your hands. Conclusion: this John Tyler, 2009 P Mint presidential dollar is not just a collectible. It's a passport to wealth, history, and prestige. When you see it, you're not just looking at a coin, you're staring at a treasure that auctions whisper about, that collectors dream about, and that investors chase relentlessly. The treasure of America isn't always in gold bars or diamonds. It's in coins like this, waiting for those sharp enough to recognize their power. And this, my friends, was only coin number one. If this has already blown your mind, then brace yourself, because the journey ahead only grows more shocking, more suspenseful, and more valuable. The next coins on this list will make your jaw drop even further, and by the end, you will never look at American money the same way again. Stay tuned. And now, treasure seekers, let us step into a mystery that has puzzled collectors, shocked experts, and created waves in the auction world like a storm at sea. Our second coin is one that most Americans think they have seen 100 times before, sitting unnoticed in change or given back from a vending machine. But what I'm about to reveal will send chills down your spine, because this is not your everyday coin. This is the Sacagawea dollar from the year 2000, bearing the D-Mint mark in a dazzling silver color, in extra fine condition. At first, you might ask, wait a second, isn't the Sacagawea dollar supposed to be golden in color? Yes, my friends, you're absolutely right. The regular circulation pieces were struck in a golden manganese brass composition over copper. But this particular Sacagawea shines with the cold, brilliant glow of silver. And that anomaly is exactly what makes it a legendary rarity. Let's step back in time. The Sacagawea dollar series was introduced in 2000, replacing the failed Susan B. Anthony dollars. The design honored Sacagawea, the Shoshone woman who guided Lewis and Clark through uncharted territory, carrying her infant son, Jean-Baptiste, on her back. This coin was meant to be a symbol of courage, exploration, and the strength of women in American history. But little did anyone know, among those millions of golden dollars struck in Denver, a few experimental and unusual coins slipped into existence, coins that would become treasures of unimaginable value. Now here's where it gets fascinating. Some Sacagawea dollars were struck in unusual colors, some with errors, and some with mysterious surface variations that set them apart from the crowd. The silver-toned Sacagawea is one of the most elusive and shocking of them all. Collectors whisper about them like myths, and when one appears, the bidding frenzy is unlike anything else. The Denver Mint Mark D already makes it a highly desirable strike, but combined with its rare silver-like appearance and extra fine condition, that's the kind of combination that launches a coin straight into the stratosphere of value. The unique features of this piece are undeniable. Its silver-colored surface gives it the aura of a coin that shouldn't exist. When collectors lay eyes on it, they immediately know they are not looking at ordinary brass. Its extra fine condition means the details of Sacagawea's face, her flowing hair, and her child remain crisp and sharp, while the coin carries just enough circulation history to prove its authenticity. It glimmers like a hidden artifact uncovered from a forgotten vault. But here's the truth that sends shockwaves. This is one of the most demanded Sacagawea rarities in the collector's market today. And the current market value of this silver-toned 2000 D-Mint Sacagawea dollar in extra fine condition is an astonishing $85,000. Yes, you heard me correctly. $85,000 for a coin that most people would overlook in their change. This is not fiction. This is not fantasy. This is cold, hard truth from today's auction floors. This is a coin that doesn't just hold history, it holds fortune. Think about what that means. A single dollar coin that could transform into a treasure beyond imagination. Holding a piece like this is like owning a relic that grows more precious with every passing year. The market doesn't stagnate, prices climb. Collectors chase it, investors eye it. And every auction sets new records, proving that the Sacagawea dollar in silver color is a phenomenon, a prize, a treasure chest in the palm of your hand. For collectors who dream of finding one, here's a tip straight from the world of numismatics. Don't dismiss unusual color variations. Look carefully at your Sacagawea dollars. If you see a silver glow instead of the expected golden hue, stop, examine, and authenticate. That difference could be the very key to unlocking a fortune. And remember, the D-Mint mark adds an extra layer of desirability that drives collectors into bidding wars. Conclusion: the 2000 Sacagawea D-Mint silver-tone dollar is more than just a coin. It's a miracle of the mint, a treasure of the market, and a symbol of the incredible surprises hidden in American currency. Owning one is like holding lightning in your hand, a rare fusion of history and wealth that only a select few will ever possess. It is a true reminder that in the world of rare coins, the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is everything. And so, with 2 coins revealed, you can already feel the weight of treasure pressing down. We started with a John Tyler presidential dollar worth nearly $80,000, and now we've unveiled a Sacagawea rarity that takes us to $85,000. And trust me, we are just getting started. The next coins on this list will only deepen the suspense, raise the stakes, and prove once and for all that rare U.S. dollars are not just coins, they are keys to fortune. Stay with me because what comes next will leave you breathless. And now, my friends, the suspense only grows deeper. We've uncovered the John Tyler treasure. We've revealed the shocking Sacagawea silver-tone dollar. But now, we're about to touch the very beginning of the presidential dollar series, the coin that started it all, and one that hides within it a twist that transforms it into an artifact worth a fortune. I'm talking about the 2007 George Washington presidential dollar with the P mint mark, appearing in a rare silver color and preserved in very fine condition. When the United States Mint launched the presidential dollar program in 2007, excitement swept across the country. These coins were meant to honor each American president in order, beginning with none other than George Washington, the first president, the father of the nation, the man whose leadership shaped the United States into existence. Every collector knew that the Washington issue would be iconic, but none could have predicted that hidden among the millions of gold and manganese-clad coins, there would emerge rare variations that would send shockwaves through the collector's world. You see, the Washington presidential dollar was designed with a golden hue, struck from a core of copper clad with manganese brass. Yet every so often, coins surface with a strikingly different appearance. Instead of gold, they shimmer with a silver-colored brilliance, an anomaly that shouldn't exist, yet does. These are the coins that collectors whisper about in hushed tones. And today we're staring at one, the 2007 P Mint George Washington dollar, silver in color, very fine in condition. Why is this coin such a treasure? First, let's look at its history and design. On the obverse, you see the strong, timeless portrait of George Washington himself, with the dates of his presidency, 1789 to 1797. The reverse displays the majestic Statue of Liberty, symbolizing freedom, courage, and America's everlasting spirit. Around the edges, inscriptions are stamped including the year, mint mark, and the motto, E pluribus unum. And here's where things get even more fascinating. 2007 was infamous for missing edge lettering errors on some coins, which already made the Washington dollar legendary in numismatic history. Combine that with an unusual silver-tone surface, and you are looking at something far beyond rare. You are looking at a phenomenon. The unique features of this coin are undeniable. Its silver color sets it apart from the ocean of golden coins. Its very fine condition means it has lived a life of circulation, carrying with it the touch of countless hands, yet still retains the sharp definition of Washington's portrait and the striking lines of Liberty's flame. This combination silver tone, P mint mark from Philadelphia, and a condition that radiates authenticity creates a coin that collectors will battle for at any price. And here's the part that will leave you stunned. This coin's current market value stands at an extraordinary $80,000. Yes, $80,000 for a single dollar coin. Let that sink in. What looks ordinary to an untrained eye is, in truth, an American treasure chest. And make no mistake, the market for this coin is not cooling down. It is heating up, climbing higher, and proving again and again that the presidential dollar program still hides fortunes in plain sight. Collectors crave it, investors chase it, and auction houses showcase it as a crown jewel. And the truth is, finding one of these silver-toned George Washington dollars is like discovering buried treasure. It is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, a moment where history and wealth collide in the palm of your hand. Tips for collectors: pay attention to color variations, study your presidential dollars carefully, and never assume a coin is just another one. The very first issue in any series always carries weight with collectors. Combine that with rarity, unusual appearance, and the prestige of George Washington himself, and you have a coin that will remain in the spotlight for generations. Keep your eyes sharp, because fortune doesn't announce itself. It hides in plain sight, waiting for you to recognize it. Conclusion. The 2007 P Mint, George Washington presidential dollar in silver tone, is not just a coin. It's the spark that ignited a legendary series, transformed into a priceless relic by the mysteries of minting. Owning one is like holding both history and treasure at once. This is not just money, it's a masterpiece, a vault of value, and a reminder that America's story is etched not only in books, but in the coins that survive through time. 3 coins down, and the treasure grows bigger and bigger. From John Tyler to Sacagawea to George Washington, we've already crossed treasures worth over $200,000 combined, and we are still climbing. The next coins on this list will push the boundaries of rarity even further. And trust me, what comes next will shock you beyond imagination. Stay with me because the treasure hunt has only just begun. By now, treasure hunters, you can feel the heat of this journey. We've uncovered presidents, we've revealed Sacagawea, and we've touched the very first coin in the presidential dollar series. But now, let's shift to one of the most breathtaking stories in American coinage. A coin that carries not just history, but a powerful tale of diplomacy, culture, and survival. Our fourth treasure is the 2011 Native American dollar, Wampanoag treaty design, with the P Mint mark appearing in a mysterious silver color and preserved in extra fine condition. The Native American dollar series was introduced to honor the rich heritage, contributions, and sacrifices of indigenous peoples throughout American history. Each year, a new reverse design tells a story that most history books overlook. And in 2011, the U.S. Mint unveiled one of the most profound designs ever struck on an American coin, the Wampanoag treaty dollar. Let's take a step into the past. In 1962, the Wampanoag people and the Pilgrims formed a peace treaty that ensured survival during those early harsh years of settlement. It was an agreement born of necessity, trust, and cooperation. This coin commemorates that moment, depicting hands offering a pipe and a medal as symbols of peace and understanding. On the obverse, Sacagawea still carries her child, reminding us of the continuity of Native presence through centuries. But what makes this coin so rare and so valuable? The answer lies in its unique silver-like appearance and its extra fine condition. Normally, these coins were struck in a golden-colored manganese brass clad over copper, just like the rest of the Native American dollar series. Yet every now and then, anomalies emerge. Coins with unusual toning, surface compositions, or rare variations. This particular piece, with its silver-toned brilliance, stands apart from the millions of standard issues. And when collectors encounter such an anomaly, demand skyrockets. The unique features of this 2011 P Mint Wampanoag treaty coin are impossible to overlook. The silver color gives it a ghostly, almost ethereal glow. The details of the peace exchange remain sharp, crisp, and deeply symbolic, while the coin's extra fine condition preserves its story without erasing its journey through time. The P Mint mark anchors it as a product of Philadelphia, the oldest American mint, and a mark of historic prestige. Now here comes the moment that turns this coin into a modern-day treasure chest. The current market value of the 2011 Wampanoag Treaty Native American dollar, in silver tone and extra fine condition, is a staggering $79,500. Yes, my friends, $79,500. That is the truth of today's auction market. Not fiction, not exaggeration, pure reality. This coin is more than currency. It is a living artifact of American history. To hold it is to hold a reminder of peace treaties, cultural endurance, and the fragile ties that shape the United States itself. And the market knows this. With every year that passes, the demand for this coin grows stronger. Collectors hunger for it, investors chase it, and auction houses present it like a crown jewel under glass. Tips for collectors? Always pay attention to special design issues like the Native American dollars. These annual releases often hide rare variations that others overlook. Watch for unusual toning, especially silver-like appearances, because they can transform a common coin into a life-changing treasure. And remember, the condition matters. Extra fine or better is where the real magic begins. Conclusion. The 2011 Wampanoag Treaty Native American dollar is not just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of peace, a testament of resilience, and a treasure of unimaginable worth. Its silver-toned glow is a beacon for collectors. Its history is carved deep into America's foundation, and its value climbs higher and higher with every passing year. Owning one is like holding the heartbeat of history and the promise of fortune in your hands. 4 coins down, and we have already uncovered treasures worth well over $300,000 combined. Each coin has stunned us, each story has left us in awe, and yet one final coin remains. The last treasure on this list will push the limits of belief, raise the suspense to its peak, and prove that the world of rare U.S. dollars is the closest thing to a real-life treasure hunt you will ever experience. Stay with me because what comes next will blow your mind. And now, treasure hunters, we arrive at the grand finale. The last coin on our list, but certainly not the least. In fact, this coin carries with it one of the most surprising and electrifying stories in modern American coinage. A coin that many people dismiss, overlook, and even laugh at yet today. In the world of collectors and auctions, it stands as one of the most valuable treasures you could ever dream of owning. I'm talking about the year 1979 Susan B. Anthony dollar with the S mint mark, found in fine condition, marked by just a few dots of dirt from its circulation journey. Let's step back to 1979. The United States Mint was trying to revive the $1 coin after the failure of the Eisenhower dollar, which was too large and heavy for daily use. Enter the Susan B. Anthony dollar, the first U.S. coin to feature a real woman and not a symbolic figure. Susan B. Anthony was a trailblazer, a fighter for women's suffrage, a pioneer of equal rights. Her face on the coin was meant to symbolize progress, courage, and change. But here's the twist. The public didn't like it. The coin was too close in size and appearance to the quarter, causing confusion. People rejected it. Businesses complained, and the coin quickly earned a reputation as a failure. Millions sat in vaults, unused and unwanted. For decades, the Susan B. Anthony dollar was considered one of the least popular United States coins. And yet, my friends, it is in this rejection that its treasure was born. Among the 1979 issues, the S Mint mark coins from San Francisco stand apart. Some carry unusual minting details, some display special characteristics, and many circulated only lightly before vanishing from everyday life. The piece we highlight today, with its fine condition and just a few spots of dirt, is not a weakness, it is a badge of authenticity. Collectors know that dirt and wear tell the story of a coin's survival, and they pay top dollars for such genuine relics. The unique features of this coin are clear. The S Mint mark, proudly struck in San Francisco, makes it rarer and more desirable. The fine condition ensures the design details of Susan B. Anthony's determined face and the proud eagle on the reverse remain visible and sharp. And its history as the first circulating United States coin to honor a woman gives it cultural weight unlike any other. This is not just a coin, it is a statement, a piece of America's struggle for equality, and a treasure forged in controversy. Now comes the moment you have been waiting for. Despite its rocky start, despite being mocked and rejected by the public, the current market value of this 1979 S Mint Susan B. Anthony dollar, in fine condition, is a jaw-dropping $80,000. Yes, $80,000. For a coin most people would dismiss as worthless pocket change. And that, my friends, is the shocking power of numismatics. A so-called failure in history transformed into a priceless gem in today's collector market. The market doesn't lie. This coin's demand is climbing every year. Collectors want it. Auction houses spotlight it. Investors view it as a vault of future wealth. Holding one is like holding a hidden treasure chest, proof that even the most overlooked objects can become the crown jewels of fortune. Tips for collectors: never underestimate coins that were unpopular in their own time. History has a way of turning rejection into rarity. Always check for mint marks. Examine condition carefully. And remember, sometimes a little dirt tells the story of a true survivor. Conclusion: the 1979 S Mint Susan B. Anthony dollar is proof that treasure hides in the most unexpected places. It is more than money, it is history, courage, rarity, and fortune all struck into one small piece of metal. And there you have it, treasure hunters, the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable U.S. dollar coins in today's auction market. From the John Tyler presidential dollar worth nearly $77,000 to the silver-tone Sacagawea at $85,000 to the legendary Washington dollar, the historic Wampanoag treaty coin, and finally, the Susan B. Anthony dollar, that shocked us all. With an $80,000 value, together these coins represent more than just wealth. They represent stories, legacies, and the hidden fortune of America's coinage. So let me ask you, do you have one of these treasures hiding in your collection, in your drawer, in your change jar? Because if you do, you're not holding a simple coin. You're holding a piece of history that can make you rich beyond imagination. This is why U.S. Coins Worth Secrets exists, to bring you faithful, trustful, and daily fresh updates from the world of rare coins. This is not fiction. This is the truth of today's market. And every day, more treasures surface, waiting for sharp eyes like yours to discover them. If this video has shocked you, inspired you, and opened your eyes to the hidden treasures of American money, then do not just watch, join our community. Smash that like button, subscribe right now, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next discovery. Because tomorrow, we might reveal the coin that changes your life. This is U.S. Coins Worth Secrets, signing off and reminding you that treasure is everywhere if you only know where to look. Stay tuned, stay sharp, and keep hunting.